Hi everybody, I'm Tommy. Being single is good for you. And hear me out, I know that might sound a little weird, or maybe it doesn't, and it shouldn't. Because honestly, I've been single most of my life, and really, it did help me with a lot of things. It made me a lot stronger in a lot of ways. Mentally, even physically, actually, because I did train. I did train quite a bit because I'm a skinny guy in nature, so it's always I've always been struggling with that, like being called the skinny guy and all that. Um, so so yeah, so it was motivating. I'm sorry, in the sense that uh, because I wasn't um, I wasn't with anybody. I thought that maybe that was playing a part in it, the fact that I was so skinny and all of that. Um, so it really motivated me to train, which I'm still skinny, but it's better to be skinny and in shape than just skinny, right? So, and I do attribute that a lot to the fact of being single. Um, and relationships are very important, but they're also you know distractions in a way, which can be good, and but that can also be really time consuming, and in ways that you would not expect if you've never really been with anyone seriously. uh, you know it is time consuming, and so you and that's fine, right? You kind of put a couple of your interests, or if for example I like to play, I don't know, 4 hours per day, uh, on a certain game. Well, if you get a girlfriend or a boyfriend and he or she uh, is not really a gamer, maybe you're gonna play less, maybe you're gonna play a lot less, and that in a way can be good. I mean, sometimes it can be good, right, to play a little less, uh, but at the same time, I mean, and this is maybe not the best example, but what if there's a day where you're like, okay, today, what, I've had a big week, and today I'm doing a 8 hour straight on whatever, Warcraft, or something, Starcraft, Warcraft, World of Warcraft. Okay, it's all good. Minecraft, right? Let's say that. And then your boyfriend or your girlfriend or whatever is like, well, I thought that we said you wouldn't play more than an hour a day, and it's like, yeah, but you know what, um, you know, I'm a big I'm a grown up, and I'll do what I want, and maybe that is not that does not sit well with them. These kind of moments happen, and yeah, and it's fine, I mean, but it can grow, worse, it can really get worse, and yeah, you obviously don't have to deal with all of that when you're single, which is pretty good, it's pretty cool. um and you have the freedom to do pretty much whatever you want, and whether that's with friends or on your own. That's not very pretty, eh? That would be better, yes, like that. Okay, yeah, I think that's better. Hey, what's up? Okay, do that. All right. Oh, when it's, oh, right, okay. Oh, all right, that's fine. um and yeah, and it really develops your strength, because I mean, you really can uh, rely only on yourself, and that's a big responsibility. I mean, I know it sounds like obvious. I mean, obviously, you can only rely on yourself, but when you're with someone for a long time, it's sometimes it's, what am I doing here? Right. Okay. All right. Is that better? Okay, sure thing, buddy. It's not perfect, eh? Well, that's what I've got for today. So, is that better? Yeah, no, that's better. So you can really only, rely on yourself, and that really builds strength. And I think that we don't talk about that enough. The fact that, you know, it is challenging sometimes to be on your own, but at the same time, that's really where you build all of your character. And you're not gonna build your character if for example, you're, I don't know, the son of the daughter of a famous actor, for example, and everybody kind of loves you and always want to talk to you and all that, and it's like, that's not really how you build a that's not at least how you build a real character that is, resilient, and that's gonna be able to face. I'm doing absolutely, like, this is, don't look at that, okay? That's terrible. um, you won't really build a character that is, or that will be able to fight off everything that we have to fight off in life. And these real, like, lonely moments, these are the toughest one, and these are the one that you really, what is that? Potato. Oh, potato. Alright, buddy, let's make some potato out here. Were you sleeping? I saw you. You were sleeping. Okay, maybe not. Yeah, you really build, you know, resilience, and also the fact that you can be unattached, right? I worked in the north in my life, and I didn't have a girlfriend at that time, and I was lucky. I mean, it was great that I was on my own, because I would have never went. You know what? And even now, the opportunity actually presented itself, and I refused, because I don't want to let my partner down, let my girlfriend down, and I mean, but that's in a way, it's restrictive, and I mean, I'm a grown up. I can take my own decision on that, of course, but it's just that, yeah, I could have gone, and from a monetary point of view, it makes a lot of sense, right? To go to these places, change cities for a job or something like that. Most of the time, you're gonna do that because it's a pretty good idea in terms of finance. But when you're with someone, you've gotta take into account what the other people want, the other person wants, of course. And well, yeah, that might not always be in your favor. So yeah, there's a lot of benefits to being. I'm sorry, yeah, I'm gonna put some trees. I felt it's a little barren. I don't really like that much. And you also skip the part where you leave the person, or sometimes more likely the other person leaves you. That's what's gonna hurt. If you leave the person, most of the time you will be hurt, but it's not the same as being left, of course, and that can really wreck a person, and you don't have to deal with any of that, when you're on your own. And that's also, why is it not working? The space, not having space. What's the problem? What? Alright, if someone could maybe. Okay, yeah, it was the space, I guess. Okay. And then dealing with that, takes a lot of time, and it takes a lot of resources, and maybe these are resources and time that you don't have at the moment, and you don't deal with any of that when you're single, and you can just focus on yourself, your job, your studies, your little business or side hustle, and there's a lot of value in that, and I really feel like we don't talk about it that much. So alright, and that's not finished. Alright, I know it isn't all that great, this little thing, but that's what I've got for the moment. So as always, guys, thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate each and every one of you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.